This is a new mic that was sent to me for review. Gamity is the name of the mic company. I've never heard of it. And the model is M15. That's M15. I've been on the market for a new mic, so I figured what the heck, let's check it out. I've got a few mics on the way, trying to find something that will replace my Hollyland Lark Max that I've had for 2+ years. Recently at an event, one of the little magnet pieces for the lapel mic fell off and into the little charging case, and I think it shorted out the spot where it charges the mic, because it's been giving me trouble ever since. Like I said, I'm on the hunt for a new wireless mic to use for videos like this, and this showed up. Let's talk about it. I don't know what to think about this, because I tried looking up the company to get specs to do the video and kind of talk about it and stuff. I couldn't find a company website for them, like at all, anywhere. You Google it, it comes up with places where they sell it, but not their branded website at all. So keep that in mind. You know, that's the first red flag. You need support. If you need RMA, whatever, good luck. At the time that I received this, because I received it like 3 weeks ago, it was $250 on Amazon. That's expensive for a mic. Even today, you can get a brand new DJI Mic 2 for $350 for the 2 mics package. But as of right now, it's $160 for this on Amazon, plus a 40% off coupon. So that brings it down to like $60. So that's going to be the price point that we're looking at when comparing quality to see if it's worth spending $60 on a mic like this. So what comes in the box? In the box comes a case. In the case is another case. Box in a box in a box. But within the case also comes some peripherals. This little 3.5mm to 3.5mm cable to plug up to a camera, kind of like the one we're using here. Some instructions, a USB cable, a USB-C, USB-A to USB-C cable, and then a couple of the windscreens to go on the mics themselves. Look at the case that comes in a case that comes in a box. So it has this like AirPod shell that comes with it. And you can see on the front these little LED indicators that show how much charge is left on the case itself. It's powered by USB-C, and it feels surprisingly good build quality. It's heavy, so that tells me there's a decent sized battery inside. So inside here, we've got the receiver and 2 transmitters. The transmitter itself is tiny compared to the Hollyland. If I wanted to put this right here, it really is much smaller. Because of that, it's a little bit lighter as well. Not that the Hollyland was heavy, but it's pretty small footprint, pretty light. The downside I see about this is how freaking shiny it is. I've got lights all over the studios here, and you can kind of see it in the mic right now. It reflects light because it's super shiny. On top of that, there's no headphone jack or external mic jack on the lapel mic itself. On the bottom, it's just a USB-C port. So I can't get one of those like extended lapel mics and put it up here where it's just a little dot. It's this or nothing. And then the receiver itself is super tiny. It does have both a USB-C and headphone jack on the back. A neat little trick this has, it has these little interchangeable slots. So the one that's on here now is a hot shoe mount for cameras. So it'll slide where the hot shoe mount goes. And in this little clamshell case, there are these 2 other adapters that come with it. One is for USB-C and the other is iPhone. There's little arrows on here to tell you which direction it goes. If you wanted to take this and use it on a phone with a USB port, you absolutely can, which is great for additional versatility. I like that the receiver's pretty small for that exact reason. If you want to plug this into the bottom of your Android phone or iPhone and use it for external audio capture, it's not going to be super bulky and in the way, I think. Let's take a look at the mic itself. So on the mic, we've got a power button on the side. There's a slot on the side for an SD card. On the opposite side, there's 2 more buttons. One button will jump between noise cancellation and AI enhanced noise cancellation. And the other button is your record button. Just like the Hollyland, it has internal storage, but this it stores on a micro SD card, which is kind of a pain in the butt because it's difficult to get in and take out. When uploading the audio clips from the mic, when you're all done recording, you have to take the SD card out and upload it from there. You can't just plug in a USB-C cable and pull it directly from the mic itself. So that's going to be a change in workflow and a real pain in the ass because the micro SD card is really difficult to get out of there and difficult to let it sit all the way. It's one of those where you push it in until it clicks and then it springs back a little bit. One more thing I noticed about this before we get into seeing how it sounds are the lights on it. The Hollyland has a small blue light, but it's kind of in the corner top edge, so you don't really see it when you're on camera. It's just kind of a black blob that sits on your shirt. This one, so on top of being shiny, has a blue light when it's powered on that's just on the whole time. And if you have your noise cancellation on, there's also a green light. And if your AI noise cancellation is on, there's the orange light. And then if you're recording, there's a big red light. So it definitely is going to stand out more being on your shirt the way that I normally would wear it. Not a deal breaker if the quality is there. On the front of the receiver is a little screen that gives you some information. You can see how loud it's peaking on the audio track. So if I turn on the noise cancellation, you'll see the little indicator, see your enhanced noise cancellation pop up. And then if I click the AI one, you'll see that icon turns on as well. So it could make it easier at a glance to see what mode you're in when you've got your receiver on your phone or on your camera. All right, so let's go ahead and see how it sounds already. All right, I've got this mic here just so that I can sync the audio between the tracks. What this is gonna come down to is the quality of the mic. Have all of the bells and whistles that you're ever gonna need, but if it sounds like shit, you're never gonna use it. Let me take that back. If it sounds like shit, you're gonna fix it in post and waste a lot of time, compared to having a decent mic that gives you at least pretty good audio, raw, straight from the mic itself, to save you a lot of time in post. Ask me how I know. The audio that you're hearing right now is raw audio coming straight from the mic. I've done zero post-production on this, and I'm just taking what's recorded directly from the camera. So now I'm gonna turn on the AI enhanced mode. Let's see, that's gonna be this button. So this is noise cancellation or enhanced noise cancellation compared to how it sounded before. Hopefully this is gonna be a lot better quality than I'm used to and will allow me to save time when editing the videos. So that's what it sounds like for enhanced noise cancellation mode. Now this is the AI enhanced noise cancellation mode. I don't know what the difference is at the time of recording because I can't hear it, but you can. It's interesting, I'm taking a look at the listing right now and it says AI noise canceling with 56-hour battery life. You gotta understand what some of these marketing companies do. They will take all of the times and kind of jumble it all together. So in reality, you should get probably a good 4 to 6 hours depending on the mode. I bet you the AI enhanced mode, and if you're recording directly onto the mic itself, is gonna use more battery than if it was just turned on and working, transmitting to the receiver. So I'd say 4 to 6 hours would be a good guess of runtime. And then the receiver itself is probably about the same, maybe a little bit longer, maybe closer to 8 or 10 hours because it's a little bit bigger of a footprint. So it probably has a bigger battery in it as well. And then you'd probably get another 3 or 4 charges worth out of the case itself, out of the little extra case that comes with it. So I'm editing this video now and I'm getting to the point where I recorded the audio directly to the mic on the SD card, and this is what I got. So we can see I got our 2 tracks. The track on the bottom is the audio. The track on the top is the video with the audio input as well. So this is just the recording at the bottom. So if we hit play, now I'm recording onto we can hear it from the main track. Now I mute the main track. And sometimes it works. It works up to 32 gigs. That's a lot of audio storage. But it's not consistent. And when I tried to play the audio to just play it, to listen to it, and before putting it into the editing software, it wouldn't play through multiple media players. It said it was a bad codec or not supported or something. So that's garbage. That's absolute garbage. I can't do anything with that. I'm not going to risk screwing up an entire video just to record locally onto those mics. And that's a pretty big deal breaker for me. Another thing it claims here is 656 foot range and wind muff. I don't believe that. Not even on a good day. Like, realistically, that's not going to happen. In fact, I recorded this video 3 times now because the other 2 didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. So I actually took both this and the Hollyland Lark Max out to my local park. We did a range test, and I'll input that right now. Here we are out here. We're going to test some distance. So I've got the Hollyland set up on the ZVE10. And I've got the Gamity mic on the FX30. So I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna keep an eye on the lights because when they start blinking, it means they are unattached. They lost connectivity with the receiver. We're just gonna wing it. Yeah. Cool. So this is 50 paces, still in line of sight. So that's 150-ish feet, I guess, with a 3-foot stride. I'm at 80 paces, right around. So that's 240, 230, 240 feet or so. And the Gamity mic is starting to lose connection. So line of sight at 230 feet is still good for Gamity. So I don't know, maybe close to 300 feet away. Line of sight, they're still active. So we've still got connection at probably close to 350 feet line of sight if I turn around. So that seems to be about the breaking point. All right, I went back and edited the video up until this point, and you can see I'm wearing the mic again because the raw audio output, this is raw again, this hasn't been edited or doctored or anything in post. The raw output is more clear than the Hollyland output. It definitely doesn't go out to 500 feet. I would say 300-ish max. The recording on the mic itself, on the SD card in the mic, is absolute garbage. And that sucks because I'm used to making sure I do that. I record on the mic as well as on the camera, almost as a backup track in case something fails or something's not right. The noise cancellation options on here are a nice to have, but they don't make that big of a difference. Especially the AI over the just regular enhanced noise reduction. The normal one works fine. I'm not a fan of the footprint. I mean, it is shiny, so you're gonna see it. It's gonna stand out more. The light is on the front. It's just gonna stand out a little bit more. And the buttons are in a weird place. Like, just trying to put it on, I hit record. When you pull it immediately out of the case, the receiver doesn't turn on. You have to manually power it on. And once it's powered on, it connects automatically and starts working from there just fine. Is this going to replace what I paid for it, $250 mic? No, I'm not going to use this as a daily driver. Maybe I'd use it if we had a multiple person podcast, but then again, I have more mics coming to the channel to review. Leave your comments down below. What do you think about the raw audio output on this mic? Good enough is what I would state it as. High quality video worthy? Not so much. And the fact that the recording on this records it in a weird format that, like, even DaVinci didn't recognize it. I had to use CapCut in order to play the audio, and then it didn't play consistently. Would I buy this? No. I'm glad I didn't spend money on it. I'll just put it out there. If you made it this far in the video and you learned something today, hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it and it helps the channel. If you're interested in this mic or anything else in this video, links will be in the description, and I'll see you fuckers on the next one.